everyone, this is Jairo from The Grind Fitness, and welcome to my channel. On this channel, you're going to learn how to take care of your body while we do this wonderful sport called Jiu-Jitsu. Everything from joint strength training classes to mobility classes, as well as yoga and many other professionals to teach you what is the best path for you and your Jiu-Jitsu journey. If you haven't already, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. You know what to do. Share this with somebody if you think this might help the community to be able to take care of their body for their journey on Jiu-Jitsu. Oos, guys. Hope to see you on the mat. What's up, guys? Welcome to this beautiful Sunday morning. As you can see, I'm here at Winter's Gym. So new location, just gonna try this out for a little while, trying to get a little momentum with the 10 a.m. Sunday mobility class that I've been teaching here, or trying to teach here. And I want you guys to partake. So today we're gonna do just the basic program that I've kind of designed just for the fundamentals, for just general movement, especially for Jiu-Jitsu. So when it comes to these classes, I always start with breathing because most of us never practice breathing and diaphragmatic breathing. So if you've never done this before, check out some of my videos and stuff like that. Probably there'll be some links down below for diaphragmatic breathing. Outside of that, just keep in mind that these classes are all donation based. Anything that you could give would be greatly appreciated. Obviously, you don't have to. I hope this brings you enough value that you're motivated to. So if you've never done diaphragm breathing before, the first couple things you want to do is you want to understand the concept of your diaphragm kind of going up and down and pushing your lungs up and down. That's the basic premise of it. Most of us are chest breathers. Most of us are chest breathers, excuse me. And what we got to learn to do is be belly breathers. So the diaphragm, in order for you to be able to belly breathe, you have to be able to push your diaphragm down in order for your lungs to like maximally open. So the best way to kind of, that I tell people when they've never done it before, is kind of just think you're kind of sticking your belly out or making yourself fat. Once you do that, if you take a breath in, you're going to feel what's called a little intercostal pressure. So you should feel a little bit of pressure around your ribs, on your lower back. If you add your chest in, you're going to be able to take in more oxygen. I'm going to ask you to do that, and then I'm going to ask you to just relax. So you're going to take a breath in, and then just relax. I'm going to do a few of those, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a countdown, and then I'm going to ask you to take a breath in, and then hold at the very top. That's the in part. The exhale part is taking a breath out. To get the last little bit of air out, you want to pull your belly but in towards your spine or towards your anus, whichever makes it easier for you. And then you're going to do the reverse. You're going to just relax in. Okay, you can do the same thing. A few of those, and then I'm going to ask you to kind of exhale out, and then hold your breath at the maximal exhale. Me personally, I like to close my eyes. It keeps me. If you've never done this before, and if you're doing this in a group setting, you sometimes feel a little silly, kind of exaggerating your breath like that. I want you to exaggerate it. It's maximal expansive breath. It means you're trying to get as much air in and as much air out. So if you feel yourself sounding silly, you're probably doing a good job. Okay? So go ahead and sit Indian style, sit on your knees, lay down however you want, or whatever's easiest for you. If you have any aches and pains, make this as comfortable as possible. The idea here is to focus on your breathing. So let's close our eyes. Take a few seconds to kind of center yourself. Start getting ready. And here we go. Diaphragm out. Big breath in. And just relax out. Again. Keep going, a few more. Last two. Last one, all the way in. And hold. Hold your breath. This is the mind over matter part. This is where you have to resist the urge to exhale out. Hold your breath. Hold. And relax out. And again, in. And relax out. In. Keep going. Stay with the tempo. A few more. A couple more. Last one, all the way in. And now all the way out, all the way out. Pull that belly button in, and then just relax in. Again. Couple more. Last one. And hold. Hold. And relax in. Calm, relaxed breath. Awesome. Sit up on your knees, tuck your toes in the back. Sit up tall. We're going to start with some shoulder C.A.R.s because you're going to do shoulder pails and rails first. So press your left hand against your thigh. Right hand, you're going to karate chop out to the side. All you're going to do is bring it close to the midline here, maximally internally rotate. Then you're reaching up. As you reach up, you continue the internal rotation as you start to extend backwards and continue that internal rotation until your arm is off to your side with your palms facing the opposite direction. Then you're going to reverse. Extend back, externally rotate, start bringing that hand back around, bring it out to the front. You turn to the side so you can see a variation of it. Same thing. Awesome. Go ahead and lay on your right side. I use the yoga block as a pillow. It's not the most comfortable pillow, but it works. From there, you're going to bend the right elbow. The opposite hand is you're going to place the 2 fingers on your elbow. You're going to pull your elbow away. From there, you're going to then lightly, as if you were pushing like a feather. You don't want to push. You want to just kind of relax your arm down. Find your end range for you. Today, we normally just sit here for a few seconds. But what we're going to do today is we're going to sit in the whole 2 minutes like you're supposed to do. So every time that you do like the passive range of motion, what you want to try to practice doing is sitting in the 2 minutes. There's something called the stretch reflex. Stretch reflex is just a safety mechanism that your body has in order for it to protect itself. Which means that when it's in danger, what it does is it naturally just wants to contract to make sure you don't accidentally hurt yourself. So by sitting in this 2 minute zone, what you end up doing is you end up bypassing that stretch reflex, and you're able to get a little bit more stretch out of it, a little bit more flexibility out of it, and then a slightly larger range of motion, so that when you do the pails and the rails or the heavy lifting part of this stuff, you get a little bit more range and you start working some of that tissue that you normally don't have access to. So sitting in the 2 minutes is vital. Usually when I'm teaching classes, I don't sit for the 2 minutes because it usually ends up taking too long. But since this is online and you're at home watching it, why not do the 2 minutes? This is where the breathing's important. Every time I exhale, I literally tell my body to relax. I do kind of like a little mental conversation. For those of you who've never done this before, this is a very common exercise that I do. So the pails is going to be the push part. You're going to take the bottom arm, you're going to start pushing up on the top arm. The top hand is going to match the effort of the bottom hand, and you're just going to isometrically be pushing up. From there, I'm going to do a little bit of a countdown, and then I'm going to do the rails, which is the reverse. So you're going to either hear me say rails or reverse, and you're going to then actively try to internally rotate more and try to reach for either your belt buckle or for the mat. Okay? For the first round, we only go up to about a 40% effort. So here we go. Start pushing up. 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, and maintain. Maintain this effort. Keep pushing. Keep it steady. The goal here is to push and hold the effort. It's not to push, then relax, then push again. What we're doing is, the acronym is called PAILS, and the I in the PAILS part is isometric contraction. Isometric contraction is no change of length in the muscle tissue, which is what we're trying to do here. So the idea is the contraction needs to be steady. Well, nothing moves. Keep pushing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Start bringing that arm, reaching down towards that mat. Dig. 3, 2, 1. Top hand meets the bottom hand. You take a big breath. Relax the tension everywhere. And then start pushing up again. Here we go. 10%, 20%. Now you're doing max effort. 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%. Keep pushing. Push. More. More. It's not heavy enough. If you're not shaking, you're not pushing hard enough. 10, just like that. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse. Reach towards the mat. Reach towards the mat. Reach towards the mat. Internally rotate more. 3, 2, 1. Top hand meets the bottom hand. You relax the tension everywhere. Slowly come out of it. Come on up. So we're going to do the same C.A.R.s again. The only thing is that we're going to use a little bit of props. So I'm going to use a yoga block. I'm going to take the yoga block. I'm going to put it between my legs. I also got some little ankle weights. It just adds additional load onto my arm. Bear with me, but while my non-technical self does this. Come on. There we go. Okay, same concept here. Left hand pressing against the thing, karate chop here. All you're going to do is slow and control that C.A.R. The C.A.R now becomes an additional, almost like a superset. What we're doing is teaching the nervous system that it has that rotational axis that we're chasing when we're doing the pails and the rails. Oof. Oof. Wow. Whew. That was quite difficult. Shit. I need to take a little breather there. Whew. That took a lot out of me there. All right, other side. So now press the right hand against the thigh. Doing the same thing with the left arm, now with no load. Warming the shoulder up. This side's very difficult for me. And I look like I froze. Bear with me 1 second, we're having technical issues. Guys, I ran into a little bit of a technical issue, so I'm going to have to kind of cut this short. I apologize. Thanks for tuning in. We're catch one of our classes later tonight at 6 p.m. That way you guys are more than willing to take a yoga class with my boy Tyler. I really do greatly appreciate it. Sorry about that, guys.